certainly the best.
Waiting they happen soon.
Now waiting they happen. Now waiting they happen. Now waiting they happen.
Waiting they happen.
Teachers must they. And they for Amaho Secondary School. And they for Igwebe local government for Amaho.
Now waiting they happen. Now waiting they happen. Now waiting they happen.
And they for Amaho
Now waiting they
Secondary
happen.
School.
This one done too.
How are you?
I am proud to be part of your class today. I will be disciplined all right to excel.
Where's your teacher? Sit down. What's the name of this school? Secondary school. Which class is this? SS1. Where's your teacher? Office. Are you the only one here? What class is this? SS2. Where's your teacher?
In office.
Have they taught you people today?
No, sir.
SS2, what's your name?
Happiness.
Do you like the condition of your school?
No, sir.
Commissioner of Education need to hear this one. SS2, you're the only student here?
Yes, sir.
What do you want government to do for this your school?
I want it to be good. So that I need a more teacher so that they can be teaching us.
You need more teachers.
Yes, sir.
What's the name of this school?
Amaho Secondary School in Dungo.
Igwebe local government.
Yes, sir.
We need more teachers.
Yes, sir.
So you're in SS
2.
and you are the only student here
Yes, sir.
in this class. Let me say, I need to dey go different community secondary and primary school make I go dey check am because government has to. Hey, whoa. How are you? How is today? Which class is this? SS2. Okay, SS3. That is SS2. No teacher here? Huh? I say, if you see something, say something. Where are they so?
Amaho Secondary School.
How are you?
Fencer.
What's your name?
Amoriawo Ebe.
Do you like the condition of your school?
No, sir.
What do you want government to come and do for you people?
One day to employ more teachers.
You lack teachers?
Yes, sir.
English teacher or math teacher or?
All the teachers.
And you are preparing for WAEC, Abi? What are you preparing?
WAEC.
Did they teach you now here?
Small, small.
Why you and your gang for this school remove all the ceiling? You and your squad. Why not remove all these things?
I'm not the one that remove it. We made it
You
like
cannot say that. Are you not among the people that remove this thing?
No, sir.
This thing. So you want government to post more teachers here?
Yes, yes.
More teachers?
Yes, yes.
The way you think they say yes. Thank you, eh? Thank you. Wow. Can go the entire community to community to check their primary and secondary school. What's the name of this school? Amao Secondary School. What class is this?
JSS1.
JSS1. This is the only JSS1 class in this school. It's just all the students I'm seeing here now. What's your name?
Sadebame Beta.
Sadebame. What do you want government to do for this your school? You have teachers.
Yes.
They should give you more teachers.
Yes.
You need more teachers. What do you want?
I want government to help us to build this school, make much people come to this school.
You want more teachers?
Yes.
Have you received any lecture today? Any teacher? Time is almost after 12 now, abi? After 11. Time is to 11. Have you received any lesson today? Any lecture? They said they never received any lecture. Tuesday, 10th March 2026. Yesterday. And today, another day. 11th of March. This is 10th. Business studies. Test. What is entrepreneurship? Define self-employment. What is a sole proprietorship? Mention two features of United. Can you answer any of the question there?
Yes.
The first question, what is entrepreneurship?
Entrepreneurship means by starting up a new business. Somebody that open up a new business.
Define self-employment.
Self-employment means one-man business. By opening your own business, only one person will have the business, like barbing salon, hairdressing, provision, other etc.
I will draw government attention to your school. Hey, whoa. Where is the teacher now? You are blessed. What class is this? JSS3. How are you? What's the name of this your school? Where's your principal? She didn't come today. What of the teacher?
Then the gardener.
Doing what?
Cutting bamboo.
They are in their farm?
Yes, yes.
But they are supposed to be in the class teaching you people now. Are they teaching you people today?
Yes.
They don't teach you now today?
Yes.
What did they teach you now? Look at the sample. Look at the board is blank. What are you doing? Okay, dictate. Huh? 6th of March, 10th of March. I want to see 11th of March 2026 in your book. So your teachers are in the farm, cutting bamboo. Ama or secondary school, ama or Igwebe local government. Hey, whoa! I want to see levels of match. Where is it?
Wednesday.
Eh?
Wednesday.
How many subjects do you receive in a day? Is it only one teacher that is teaching you all? But your teacher is supposed to be here. Come and show me the road to the farm. I come to secondary school, I not see any teacher. Yeah. Hey, what? Teacher supposed to the classroom. I come Amaho Secondary School for Igwebe local government. I not see any teacher, I not see principal for school. Hey! Ministry of Education, Edo State government must hear this. I come one community, Amaho. I visit the primary school. I visit the secondary school. I don't see any teacher for the secondary school. I asked to see the way the teacher. See that they found the god bamboo.
Now wait till they happen. Now wait till they happen. Now wait till they happen. Now wait till they happen.
Hello, what do you know? You be teacher for that school? Okay, you be teacher for that school? Yes, sir. Commissioner of Education, everybody did that side though. What did they do for you?
We are doing practical.
Practical? Are you a teacher here too?
Yes.
How come Hammer or secondary school? I don't get your school compasses from JSS1 to SJSS. Nobody. I enter your office, nobody. I enter your classroom. They say you there say bush, they cut bamboo.
Bros, easy. It's not even too long we left the classroom. We came to meet the students here where they are working. Oh, this one you carry ITV.
I got the surprise. Suppose they school. Because now their practical work they do so.
Yeah.
Because their practical work. Hey, everybody move. Are you the principal?
No, I'm not the principal.
Where is the principal?
He just went out.
Time now after 11 now, Oga teacher. Oga, time now after 11 now. Principal not the school compound. Oga, I go. Hey, whoa. Hey.
Now wait till they happen. one gone too bad. Oh, oh, oh.
I feel call this office. I don't see any of them. I don't spend time.
Easy. Sorry.
I don't go everywhere.
Sorry.
Listen, we are from the Confa. It's like Benin City.
Yeah, I don't see you.
I don't go different primary school and secondary school. I can see I'm not seeing one. The school, they empty. Everywhere.
I shall sit down now.
I'm not facing down. But everywhere, go to.
Everywhere
Where is
good,
your
everywhere.
principal? Where is the principal?
They want for training.
Okay, that training what they do for
Irua. Yes.
Okay, that's why she not the.
Yes.
That's why not the school.
Yes.
But I'll be teachers here.
Yes.
I don't teach any of the students today.
No, they are writing test.
So this week is test week.
Good test week.
Yes.
Oh, what to make me come go see una for inside farm, inside bush?
They were doing their practical. Very soon now they will be opening their practicals. So they need to make preparation on ground, put things in place for their practicals.
Are you lack of teachers in this school?
Seriously? Yes.
Yeah, too hot.
Yes.
Inside the new employment where Edo State government employ, we not get anyone from Edo Star or community teacher where they employ, yeah?
No, we don't get. We don't get.
But we are Edo Star, but no community teacher. But we are no.
They don't give you permanent letter now, that day now.
Yes. 4 of us were there here since 2022.
As contract or community teacher?
Contract teachers, Edo Star teachers. So of recent, they gave us permanent lectures. There was no other one added to it.
So, 4 teachers here, including the principal, what?
4 teachers with the inclusive 5.
For GSS1, GSS2, GSS3, SS1, SS2, and SS3.
SSCB, they have 3 teachers there, from SS1 to SS3. GS1 to GS3, we have 4 teachers.
Are you also teaching there?
No.
Nobody did there. No teacher did there. I don't check all the student notes on the 10th of March 2026, 9 days. But however, keep it up, eh? So we need more teachers in Amao Secondary School. Yes. There's one girl, come. Where's one girl just now? Where is that girl? Come. Okay, where that teacher? Sit down. Okay, come.
Yes.
Come this side. Before I go now, you will give me your account details. Eh? Mm-hmm. You give this girl 5,000 naira.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I was surprised. The question on the board from number 1 to 3, you got it right. I ask you, who is a self?
What is define self-employment? Define self-employment.
Who is a self-employee?
Yes.
Who is self-employed person?
It means one-man business by only one person doing the business. That's what it means.
So I'm giving you 5,000 naira to support you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. What's your name again?
Christopher Purity.
Waiting they happen.
How are you? Are you on break? Now, do you need more teachers in your school?
Yeah!
You need teacher?
Yeah!
What class are you?
Primary 5.
Primary 5. What class are you?
Primary 5.
Primary 4?
Primary 5.
So everybody is primary 5 here?
No!
Yes, primary 1. Primary 2, raise up your hand. Primary 3, raise up your hand. Primary 4, raise up your hand. Primary 5, raise up your hand. If you're happy to be here, shout amen. Amen. If you love your teacher, shout amen. Amen. What is the name of the school? What? I can't hear you. So, the government is watching us. What do you want in this your school?
Teacher.
Teacher?
Yes.
Teacher?
Yes.
And what?
More classes.
And more classes. However, now old bidding be this, they're getting new bidding. They're getting new bidding. You can see all those kind of new bidding, they're getting new bidding. So you said you need teachers. But the teachers that you have, are they teaching you well? Yes. Are they teaching you well? Yes. Who know how to play football here?
Me.
Who know how to dance here? Okay. Who wants to be a governor here?
Me. Everybody.
Who wants to be a local government chairman here? Me. Who wants to be a doctor here? Me. Who wants to be an engineer here? Me. Who wants to be a footballer here? Me. Who wants to be a bricklayer here? Me. Bricklayer. Who wants to be a farmer?
No.
Who wants to be a farmer?
No.
I got a primary school student farmer or say they don't want to be farmer or they want to be doctor, they want to be engineer, they want to be lawyer, they want to be everything. Bye bye, nice to see you, eh? So you say you need what? Teacher. You need what? Teacher. Thank you very much. And which compound, which school are this?
Egwari Primary School, Amaho.
And you are the headmistress?
Yes.
How is everything?
Fine, sir.
You know, say yeah, far from the city.
Yes.
But how is the student? Hope everybody is fine.
Yes,
I can see the day break now. The day break now.
Yes.
What about teachers? But
the teachers, they went on training.
Okay, on that
Iroa, yes.
But what will be the challenge? I hear say your teachers here, they're too many now.
No. We don't have teachers here. We don't have teachers here. We have so many pupils, but we lack teachers. We merge classes together. Like primary 5 and 6, only one teacher. Teaching one class. The other one will be lacking. In 3 and 4, only one teacher. ECCD 1 to 3, one teacher. That is how we are managing it.
But Edo State government employed some teachers in not reach your school?
Edo State employ actually. It's only one Edo State that have been here before that they permanent.
So what you are lacking in Egwari Primary School?
Amaho. Yes, it's teacher. We need teacher. And people to be helping us to the community. People should help us. Somebody should help us talk to the that is the youth so that they can help us to clear the feed.
The children know if they clear the feed.
They can't. They are too small. They can't do it.
Thank you. Thank you for the time to talk to us.
Thank you, sir. I'm happy.
We have Idumodi Primary School, Bodeko Primary School, Egwari Primary School, and Ebase Primary School.
But I see they declare the compound now.
Yes, that one a community effort.
How you doing? Love is small thing, oh. I say make additional community.
You do well.
Who declare now?
Na me organize them personally. So it get association when I did now we get that machine so I can carry and come. As it be say never to grow, make a your user now. So as I do and I boys come meet me. And so all of them come join me. So even for we fair by finish, we go by again come. They run and since morning.
To make sure say
our pupils will day, our children will do well. So they will learn for conducive environment. Because now when we say they won't start now, all rep types feel they come they attack.
But people they go to school, teachers they the school.
Yeah, they did. The day since they all close, they say they don't the right test.
People go where they because I can't be calling talk say, how are you to know they do, we know they clear the primary school, and they should have secondary school. Grass don't take over.
This one now, that's this morning we did since the runner.
Cut this side. Okay. No, if we wait for government now.
No, we know we feed it. Not the government will feed they do everything. So maybe we see they use our communal effort. See they do the one where we feed do for inside. So now I make on my own, I just come, say, oh yeah, we will carry out the do them.
What's your name?
My name is Honorable Harrison Owede.
I like what you do.
I agree with you, sir.
I be governor, don't give you money, man. You take clear, yeah.
Governor never give me. Governor never give me money. So that be the thing. The only thing when I go see say make we beg our governor. A bus not just get school at all. The building don't finish. Since when fire raise their own down, they not get building at all. So now one health center and there for all of them go the jump pad for the land. So those two schools, make governor beg, make he answer us. the road you still pass and come just now.
Amaho Road.
So Amaho Road, you see how
Hey,
e
whoa, I surprised your market not dey function.
No.
I asked them why. They say because no road to the market.
No road, because if you say make they come by, they go say road no dey to come by. So our people now need to harvest, carry comot, go Ebele before they will go sell. So even when Oshomole come that time, he promise us, say he go do the road, he not do. Obaseki come, he promise say he go do am, he not do. So now when he be saying now our son, our Okpebo, na he come dey, we dey beg am, make he abeg. Make he wo.
Make it wo.
If you do this road now, go come out for Egwaholo. Come out for Ebele here, go come out for Ewehimi. I believe say they go Biajana here, they will depart.
But you know, you said the governor they walk,
Well, but he never reach Igwebe. The government, local government has say he will never do anything for Igwebe. So now beg, now we dey beg am. If we get wetin we do, make it forgive us. Even this village now will not get marks. No MTN marks, no Glow marks. So
for network.
Now so we dey run up and down, go where network we go dey, go begin to receive call. So make una help us beg am. People when no say their hand feed dey all those things, make them help us. I beg.
Amaho Road.
Amaho Road.
On a primary and
our
secondary school.
Primary school, yes.
Health center.
In short.
And network.
Network. Oh, God bless you. Now you remember me.
Honorable.
I agree to sir.
But election time when they vote for you.
You see the sign now?
Now they vote for you.
You see the sign where we tell them.
Now they vote for you.
We dey run am.
We dey run am.
We must vote. You know, guy dey be because election now try your luck. It be like Baba Jebu. When you put 1, you put 7, you put 10, you go say you go win. If you can't do and finish, maybe 1 not let and win, 2 not let and win. That's what election be. So when you dey vote for your candidate, you go say this one if he come, our problem don't solve. But at the end when he went out there finish, wafuka. So we don't first see all those kind of things, but we dey beg our son now, make he beg, make he answer our prayer. Amaho, make he answer Amaho people prayer. We not get road. Some schools not just there at all, like Ibase, Idmodi, they not get building at all. So now water side, the road where go come out for Egwaholo, come out here, just go above him. In short, now shortcut. Instead of you to go past Ugyogba, pass that one, or you go past Agbo. You from here come out, you don't go. So make governor beg.
That's why I come up from the city now.
The village. Oh, God will bless you. For you to even come those interiors, come see say people there here that they live. Now God will bless you.
Thank you.
You do well.
Thank you.
You do well.
Honorable.
You are blessed.
Hope say you know one contest oh.
Me? I feel still contest, not me.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we don't dey go.
Una do well.
So now una just dey do this thing.
We just dey do am. So now all those questions they look at me, I don't try and do hard.
I go beg Amaho youths and elders, may they help government, the primary school and the secondary school where they their community, make them they help government they clear them. Because students, you know, I expect my primary school students call they clear here. I thank the people who they do this one now. I agree to. Now the head center be that.
Waiting they happen. ITV, certainly the best.
Kasebo, Padimanza Domehomen. Oh, Arunu. Arunu. ITV, certainly the best.
viewers, welcome to Viewpoint on ITV. I am Caroline Okonji. So today on Viewpoint, let's talk about the insecurity that has been affecting Nigeria as a country and how it affects our economy, our agricultural sector, and most importantly, our means of livelihood.
Security is the most important element if you are talking about whether state development or national development. No investment can thrive when there's no guaranteed security. And I don't think any economy can grow. I don't think any country can do well if the security architecture of that country is not such that it's able to arrest things that will make investors scared to put their investments in that very environment. And then on the issue of Donald Trump, some people say it's threatening Nigeria, but I don't think it's threatening Nigeria. The issues raised that led to Donald Trump and the Secretary of War of the United States wanting to come to Nigeria, those issues, are they real? Those are the questions to ask. The killings, are they real? Is there massacre of people, whether Christians or non-Christians? I don't believe that the people that are doing it, that they are Muslims, because I even know that Islam does not encourage killings. So for them to think that they are on some mission for God in quotes, and nobody has been able to stop them. We have a country where the security agencies have not been able to curb these things for so many years. 8 years of Buhari is gone. We are post 2 years now into Tinubu administration. That's 10 years. And in a country like Nigeria, you still see where they will show you on video where people are being killed and buried. The question when some people talk, the question I always ask them is it because those that are affected are not directly related to it? So I think that the American government, coming out to say that if Nigeria cannot solve it, they want to come and solve it. I think it's a wake-up call on one, the president, who is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, who is the chief security officer of Nigeria, to either do the needful and let every Nigerian feel protected within our country.
As of today, obviously insecurity has become a thing of concern for every Nigerian. And primarily from our own research, I personally have realized that the insecurity is given birth to by Nigerians themselves, in line with the high rate of corruption in the system. Insecurity can only reduce when the corruption level is reduced. The primary cause of insecurity in our society is lack of consequences to crime. So if there are consequences, as we all know, the Nigerians are very good in abiding to laws when there is consequences to the crime they commit. So the Nigerians are very good in taking advantage of loopholes when there is no consequences to their crime. If you pay attention to Nigerians that are in diaspora today, you realize that 80% of them are very law-abiding over there. The primary reason for that is because in the Western world, the consequences to crime is non-negotiable. So, but coming back home today, we all have seen it, taking a negative toll on our society, and we all are, affected by it in one way or the other. Talking about foreign intervention to Nigeria, we all, I wouldn't say we all know, but for me, it is obviously clear that this was expected at a point. It's in two ways. One way is because of the applications of the current uh, federal government, the steps they are taking to boycott American. The country we are living in right now is a one-party system, and obviously, it's not healthy for the country. We see governors, everybody moving to APC today. So Nigeria is in the state of in the state of surgery. So we need a surgery at this point because a society that does not have a competitor is as good as doomed.
What I'm about to say right now is concerning the herdsmen that come to our community here. Those are rear cow. They normally come with their cow to eat people cross here in my community here. They used to come with their cow. Instead of them to move along the road so that their cow will not eat grass from the road, they will take those cows to the people's farm in community. They will be eating their cross. Some will have cassava, some will have yam. Those cows will not destroy those cross in their farm. Many occasions, those people, they will come to me, started explaining what is going on in their farm concerning the herdsmen with their cow. We don't want such a thing from the community. The way they are damaging people crossing here in community is very bad. Also, in our secondary school in Umtekon here is very bad. There is no window in those school, no door. There are some iron shed that those children are using to sit in the school. Some boys, we don't know them, they will go there, destroy those shed, pack those iron and bend it, fold it and take it to somewhere they will go and sell those iron. It's the iron that they are taking from the shed. They will remove the wool that the children was supposed to write in school. Then we remove those one away from the shed. Then we fold the iron, take it away to go and sell it to wherever they want to sell it. We doesn't want such a thing in community. We are still pleading, we are begging so that they can also support us. It's supposed the school is well available for us. The school is well built. Those windows have been fixed. Those doors have been fixed. By the time those door or window are being locked, I believe that they can never go there and be stealing those iron share in school.
First and foremost, let me start with how it affects our livelihood. You will discover that when farmers can no longer access their farms, they can no longer cultivate crops, you find out that there is food shortage and there is food insecurity. People will be hungry and the few crops or agricultural products, the price will skyrocket, which will result in inflation. And if the prices of foodstuff increase, every other thing will increase to catch up with the prices of foodstuff. You'll find out that when there is insecurity, people can no longer travel. You find out that you see situations where buses are stopped and everybody is kidnapped. How will people do interstate and intercity economic matters or businesses? You find out that everyone is holed up in his own state or in his own city without being able to do cross-country businesses. And again, you find out that foreign investments run away from countries or places where there's insecurity. Where there's insecurity or fear of the unknown, money flies away. People start taking out their finances, their investments, and running away from that country. That is the problem Nigeria is facing, and it is not good for our economic development. And if need be, what stops us from asking for help? If your house is on fire and only you cannot quench the fire, will you not call in neighbors to help? I have spoken against his rhetoric before, but we should look beyond how he speaks. We all know Donald Trump, he will always be Trump. But we must look beyond that and see how we can be helped. Now, Donald Trump seems to have the list of people who are behind this mess that we are in, and so everyone is jittery. But Nigeria needs help, and if help is coming, we should accept it, so that these bandits, these herdsmen can be driven away. We must not play politics with our security. If we need help, we should accept help.
Insecurity in Nigeria ranges between banditry, insurgency, kidnapping, and of course, these ethnic clashes. We cannot rule that one out. Also, the farmer headers herdsmen clashes, we can also rule it out. And the fact remains that this has been so predominant in the north and southeast of Nigeria. And I think of recent, we started experiencing kidnapping in the south. Before now, at the advent of the democratic system in this era, there was this militants in the south. But I think at the moment, what we are experiencing now, one can only say that there is other hidden agenda which is not visible to the understanding of the natural man, because we discovered that in the north, a lot of religious crisis, so to say, because we see the Christians are being killed almost on daily basis, churches are burnt, and of recent, the United States of America alerted us that there is, of course, genocide, the massacre of the Christians in Nigeria, of which we are not ignorant of that fact, because it has been always on the news. In Benue, in Plateau, of course, Nasarawa, Borno, Adamawa, where the Christian Association of Nigeria chairman of that state was also killed. I think as it stands, the effect is so devastating. For example, you are going to discover that especially in the northern region, there's going to be restriction of movements, transportation. Of course, also in the south, because you cannot move so freely, because fear of being kidnapped is there, and these herdsmen issue, because like in our community of recent, we saw some of these people also creating some problem, resulting in killings, and of course, those things are likely to have adverse effects on our economy and of course in the movement of citizens.
Insecurity is affecting our culture, is affecting food production, short of food, short of yams. At the same time, years back, you see yams everywhere, plantains everywhere, and all that. So, if I may say, but Nigeria is a nation, country, and we also have a stake. But since our government are proving the otherwise, what do you expect us to do? Everywhere is security. Many city where we are, there's the security, Fulani X-Men everywhere, Nitiala and all those terrorist group and all that. Not until they browned these bandits as terrorists, I think they won't do anything about it. And to a large extent, they're being funded by powers on high. At this point, Nigerians are helpless, and that's the gospel truth. We're helpless. The nation is on the standstill, nothing is working. Nothing at all is working. And so, if now our president is beginning to wake up and ask for something, it's the right call towards the right direction. They should wake up and do something. Because for too long, I think some persons are making profit out of this banditry and whatever is going on, this so-called Boko Haram and all that. How can you have in a nation, in a country that we are Nigeria, our nation, we have no other country, whether we travel to America, wherever, we're still Nigerians. Just imagine, in this same nation, we have Sharia law. Does it make any sense? I would say we want Nigeria. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know if we are Nigerians anymore. I don't know the right word to say. And I think the Northerners, it's high time they wake up to know we are Nigerians. We are one Nigeria, one nation. Nigeria is not for me alone. It's not for the North. It's not for the Igbos. It's not for the Yoruba. It's not for the Edos. It's not for the Shekiri or Jaws or whatever. It's for everybody. And when we wake up to that responsibility, I think and I believe Nigeria will go forward.
The security of life and property and the welfare of the citizenry is the primary obligation, the duty of the government as enshrined in our constitution, particularly under chapter 2, precisely section 14, subsection 2b, where it says that the government primary responsibility shall be to provide welfare of the citizens and security of lives and property. And that, be that as it may, it seems that our security issue has lingered for such a long time, that it begins to give some inferences, that people are beginning to infer that there's more to it. There are people who are cashing out on this, our insecurity, which shows that it's being politicized. There's more to it. But in my own honest view, I think that whatever challenge you have in this insecurity can squarely be handled and tackled by the government, except that they are having some cold feet, probably because of some of their interests or inordinate benefits they are getting from it. Otherwise, if they are set to tackle insecurity, who are these insurgents that you cannot suppress? But because there are political motives, there are selfish, objectives. There are people who are making it here and there. I mean, insecurity or kidnapping and banditry have come in the realms of billions now. They now ask people for ransom in billions, in hundreds of millions. So it has become very profitable to indulge in. So people have been encouraged to get into it because government has provided a veritable ground for it to fester. So now, I think that since Nigeria is a sovereign nation, foreign intervention cannot happen. America cannot invade Nigeria without incurring the wrath of the international community. But as a sovereign nation, your internal affairs are to be managed and handled by you and not to another nation. But America being the number one world police of all the nations, you don't expect them to fold their hands and watch the gory scenes that are flowing out from Nigeria every day, where people are being beheaded recklessly and ruthlessly, where people's lives have been turned upside down, people have been maimed and brutalized, people have been chased away from their ancestral homes, and nothing is being done, despite the amount of budget, huge, humongous money they've been budgeted for fighting insecurity. It ends up in private courts. And, the kind of, when you fight a war that those who are fighting it are part of it, it becomes difficult to win. But most of the people fighting insurgency and insecurity are part of the problem. So that's why it becomes a problem. So I don't think that it is impossible for America to invade Nigeria. It has happened in the past.
Now we blame first the federal government and the state government, not only Edo State. It's no more news. We are aware how the bandit came into Nigeria. I would not want to dwell on it too much. It affects the community, even the rural area. I have farmers that are even farming on their own inside my farm. I have almost 50 laborers. Do you know if I didn't employ security people, that village would not have been going to farm at all. And yet we are not feeling the impact of either the state government or the federal government. This place is a bit fair. What of Benue and Plateau? The government should wake up.
For a very long time now, the issue of our insecurity, has been quite alarming. Yes, as a nation that is suffering insecurity, the economy of such a country is going to be stagnated. As a country is also seeking to grow our economy, it is also very important that investors from around the world are attracted to invest into the economy. And then let's also look at our citizens. If there's unrest regarding, if the liberty of the people is being threatened, there's no how people can go about their daily endeavors. Right now, it's also the present issue that farmers no longer go to their farms at will because of the issue of banditry, kidnapping, and all of that, which is a major problem in our current society. It is also to that effect that we as human rights activists within our own capacity are trying out to the government to ensure that the right security apparatus is being employed, and then that the government of the day is trying to focus more their energy is being channeled to address the issues of insecurity as the ultimate unrest in our nation. Well, with no reasons to dispute that Nigeria currently is going through insecurity, like you rightly said. But then, as a president of a country which we believe should also be inclined to international law, we see it as a disrespect, to Nigeria as a sovereign state. Yes, before we engage, there are rules of engagement. If Nigeria as a sovereign nation is in one way or the other having a bilateral agreement or a diplomatic agreement with the U.S., inviting the U.S. government to intervene in our issue, then it would be a different case. And then the reasons why I, as a person, which I'm also entitled to my opinion, will not support that effort is because the United States, when it comes to military intervention, has a very poor record, because we've seen instances of countries where they intervene and such countries were left in ruin, and Libya is a forceful example in Africa.
Amid insecurity that is currently affecting Nigeria as a country and its citizens, with different reactions from our respondents, who also called on the federal government to do the needful to boost the security of lives and properties of citizens. They also reacted and made reference to the intervention statement made by the United States of America's President Donald Trump, calling it a welcome development, and it should also be something that should be welcomed by the country. It is Viewpoint on ITV. I am Caroline Okonji.
ITV, certainly the best.
ITV, certainly the best.
Well, doesn't it just feel amazing to know that it's that special time of the week once again, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, of course, it's another beautiful Monday evening, and it's my pleasure to have you join us on yet another amazing episode of the Guys Hangout Show on Independent Television, reaching you live from the city of Benin. Yes, I know there are people who are just joining us for the first time. Well, for the record, the Guys Hangout Show is a unique show that teaches men to put themselves first in a society where it seems like, people hardly pay attention to the needs of men. I always say that men are on their own. In fact, the moment you give birth to the male child, life is already leading him by 1-0. Well, I know that's on a lighter note, but hey, that's actually underscores the harsh reality that men are born into. Well, the Guys Hangout Show teaches men to, prioritize themselves and, of course, invest in themselves just so they'll be able to give out to the world around them. You can't give what you don't have, right? So it's important that you invest in yourself just so you'll be able to, give out to everyone that is depending on you in one way or the other. What you have is what you give. My name is Harry Aigboje, and of course, it's my pleasure to have you join me on this episode of the show. Now, tonight we have a very interesting conversation, something that has been, making the rounds on social media lately. It's something that has to do with rape allegations. First off, let's put certain things in proper perspective. Rape is a very, very serious issue. It's not something to play with, okay? Now, there have been several cases of, women coming out to complain, or should I say, allege that they've been raped. And of course, every time such happens, there's usually an outrage. And of course, society calls for, justice for such women. But what also happens when there is a false allegation of rape? Because it's really no news that some women, should I say, mischievous women are beginning to weaponize rape. Some women could just wake up one morning and say, somebody raped them. And if proper investigation is not carried out, there is a tendency to believe that it's true. Okay, but that's basically what we're discussing tonight. What happens in the case of a false rape allegation? Well, I'm not alone on the show tonight. I've got my homie in the building. And of course, together we're going to be doing justice to this very, very interesting conversation. Well, he's really not someone new. He goes by the name of Emmanuel Walter.
Yeah, good evening. I'm really excited being here today.
Yeah, of course.
The topic is just giving me jiggling.
It's giving you some sort of
vibes,
ginger.
Yeah.
All right. So it's actually a very interesting. Yeah, it's indeed a pleasure to have you. It's a very interesting conversation, right? Like I said in opening, rape is a serious issue. It's not something to joke with, right?
Yeah.
We've seen cases where women have come out to cry out that they were raped or at least sexually assaulted.
Something like that.
And whenever such happens, we know that society doesn't joke. Society doesn't joke with cases.
Most especially social media.
Right. We hear of calls for justice and the rest of them.
Yeah.
The Ochanya case was a case in point.
Yeah.
But we've also seen that because of the outrage that usually follows, allegations of rape, some very mischievous women have also taken it upon themselves to weaponize it. Weaponize it in the sense that some of them just cook up stories of alleged rape.
Yeah.
Okay, they allege that they were raped by a certain guy, and then before you know what's going on, the guy is already doing time, like doing.
Serving his jail sentence,
right?
Yeah.
But after a while, maybe after much investigation,
I end up discovering that the guy was actually innocent. Yeah.
So we have a series of questions to ask in this regard. First of all, what's your take on that? Like, how does it make you feel as a man, knowing that there are men who are falsely accused of rape, and not just falsely accused, but are subjected to punishment. And serious, should I say, societal stigmatization.
Yeah. First off, I feel very bad because I'm a man myself. You understand? And being a man myself, I feel the pains of other men. You understand? So I imagine if I was in if I was in their shoes, how will I feel? How will it be for me? You understand? So I feel the pains of those men actually. But first of all, before a woman will wake up and cook up a story, there should be something. You get? There should be a reason for that.
Okay.
Because you cannot, for everything you do in life, there's a reason for everything.
There's no smoke without fire.
There's no smoke without fire. It's the psychology of life.
Okay.
You get? Now, there are three major things that I've seen that causes this, that pushes these motives. I call them the 3 C's. You get, first off, clouds. The lady is just chasing clouds.
Attention.
The fame, social media engagements, likes, and you understand. Second of all, conflicts, personal vendettas. You get, between she and the accused. Something like, if I can't have you, no one will.
Okay.
You get. Then the third one, cover-ups. Maybe a lady that is married to a strict partner. You understand? She slept late, or she didn't come home early. Now, why you not home early? Then you just give one kind of excuse, and the next thing you are already accusing somebody. You get, for coming home late.
In other words, it's a gaslighting weapon.
Gaslighting weapon. Thank you. These are the 3 C's that pushes.
Wow, that's quite interesting.
Yeah.
That kind of reminds me of a biblical story. I'm talking about Joseph and
the Potiphar's wife. Yes.
That's kind of similar to it.
Yes, that's kind of similar. That was actually not even similar. It's actually the case. The exact case, because it's a forced rape allegation. Because Joseph refused to sleep with Potiphar's wife, she now had to accuse him of rape. Falsely. And you understand? We all know the story.
All right, so let's begin. Okay, what factors do you think? Because you've actually made mention of the three C's, right? Now, beyond, can you elaborate more on these factors? You know, the factors that lead to false rape allegations.
Okay, like if you check what has been happening on social media, the false rape allegation, the girl from on Twitter,
yes,
actually, the Mirabel girl. That one was actually clouds. She was just craving attention.
But at first it looked so credible,
real.
So believable.
Yes, that's why people jumped in. Because now, rape is a case that once you put it on the internet, everybody jumps in. Like you said, it's a very, very disgusting act.
Yes.
You get, it's a very, very disgusting act. So now when you put someone out there and say he's a rapist, everybody's against him. You get, everybody's against him. So she was just chasing clout. I think she just thought of, how am I going to get fame now? How am I going to be out there now? Then she just decided to go with rape. And it actually worked for her. It worked for her at first, you understand? At least people reached out to her, VDM,
yes.
and the like.
I think they even crowdfunded for her.
You understand?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day now, it has spoiled her reputation. You understand? It's spoiled her reputation. But let's not talk about our own case now. Let's talk about the accused. The person she accused that raped her. It also spoiled that guy's reputation.
But did she actually accuse anyone? Because I think that was the argument a lot of persons were pushing at the time. That she didn't specifically, accuse anybody.
Someone. Yes. I really didn't follow up on the case actually. But I think I heard some rumors of someone being accused.
At some point when she was being interrogated, I think she was trying to paint a picture of a certain guy, a tall, dark guy. But I guess it was somewhere in the middle of that the truth came out, that it was all a cooked up story. But some persons are beginning to say that if the truth was not uncovered early enough, she probably could have pinned it on someone.
Yes, and that was what she was already doing during the interrogation. Yeah, she was already pinning it on someone. Maybe she did not think about her story well enough.
Okay.
You understand? There are some people that I would say they don't know how to lie. They use lie to cover up lies, and during the process, they keep exposing their lies.
Okay, so the more lies
you tell, the more you expose your
previous
lies you get. So that was what really happened in our own case. But for instance, now that she actually pinned it on that guy, you get, and now the guy is serving jail sentence, or the guy was already in court. Do you know? Funny enough, this false rape allegation, they are rare. They are not common.
Really?
Yes, because according to statistics, out of 100 people, 90, out of 100 cases, 90 are actually true. You get 10 are false. But do you know why the minority, I would say, let me just put it in a phrase, the loud minority, you get, the reason why that 10 is what you keep on hearing, you might not even hear about the 90, is because, like I said, rape is a very disgusting act. It goes viral.
Okay.
You understand? It's what social media feeds on. That's what it fuels on. You understand? So once they see, they can see. Most times, out of the 90, some of them, they might not even speak out.
Okay.
They might not speak out
for fear of stigmatization.
Stigmatization, and maybe if the case is not judged properly,
okay,
what is going to happen to them? You understand? So they'll just chill. They'll just stay locked in. Sometimes court where we slow the case down, keep on adjourning to avoid all those expenses and all those pains. They'll just stay locked in.
Okay.
You understand? So that's why we keep on hearing about the forced rape allegation. But according to the statistics, they are very rare.
Okay.
You get, that's just it. So now, let's go back to the accused. That's been accused. You accuse someone now of rape. You are terminating his image. There's a probability that he's going to lose his job for that, just for one line, one word that you said against him, just one lie that you tell against him. He might lose his job,
lose his reputation,
his
mental health.
Imagine he's looking for another job now, and the boss of the company decided to search his name up on Google. The first thing that's going to come out is
the tag.
The tag, a rapist. You said it. The case has been judged. You discover that the guy is actually innocent, but according to social media will always tag him as a rapist.
All right, that's a very disturbing one, if you ask me. But I would like us to take a look at how society, reacts to cases of rape. Okay. Now we saw what happened during the Mirabel case.
Yeah.
How some celebrities took it up. Of course, one particular person that was caught up in the fire was Simi.
Yeah.
Yeah, Simi, the singer. Of course, we all know how passionate Simi has always been, with regards to, rape and assault cases. Of course, she's very, vocal about defense of the female child. I mean, of the girl child, right? But at a certain point, when it was discovered that Mirabel was lying, I think somebody asked her what she had to say about that, and then she asked the person to shut the F up.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
So why do people become so, should I say, inhuman? Or should I say biased in this case now? Because, okay, we understand that you are trying to protect the female child.
Okay.
As a girl child that you are yourself.
Yeah.
Well, it was later discovered that the girl child herself was lying. So why did she stand her ground and refuse to, put into consideration the reputation of the person that was lied against, or the potential victim of a false rape allegation?
Okay. In a situation like this now, it's not only Simi that is affected. Let's say in this case now, Simi is affected. In other cases, most times it might not be only Simi. We can hear of NGOs that are also affected, that come out at first to support the girl, and after discovering that the girl was lying, they'll just, you understand, they'll just chill out, don't say anything else. This thing, first of all, they just jump into conclusion. There's no evidence.
And that's $1 million question. Why are people always so quick to jump into conclusion?
Yeah. That's I would say that's the human mentality. It's a human mentality. You understand? They have this, according to biology, I think is a immune. I've forgotten what they call it in science, that makes people act before they think. You understand? It's something that comes with all humans. You see cases that somebody will say fire, 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 fire. Before you check if it's true, you're already out of the window already. You understand? It's a immune that comes with the human body. You act before you think. That's what is actually happening to these people. You get? There's no evidence. You're already acting already. You're already judging. Or trying to protect the girl child. You are trying to, yes, you are doing the right thing. You are trying to protect the girl child. Okay, now
that the truth is out.
That the truth is out. Why can't you just apologize? You understand? Apologize to the public and let the public know that your motive was actually to protect the girl child. Accept your blame.
I'm glad you made mention of motive, because at some point people were beginning to question her motive. right? On the surface, it looks like she's defending the girl child.
Yeah.
But if you take a deeper look, it actually gives us the impression that she's probably just being a misandrist.
Yes, that was
she's against men.
She's against men.
Because if the truth is out and you've been told that the girl lied after all, what were you supposed to do? Tender an apology?
Simple. She made a very wrong move by replying that guy like that, by replying a fan. And funny enough, the girl would definitely be a fan. Everybody loves Simi.
Of course.
Yeah, everybody takes her in high regard, in high esteem.
If not for any other reason, for her music.
Yes. But now what she did now, she has just pulled down her own reputation. She lost followers. You get, for just one 4-letter words. I think it's just a four-letter words, STFU. You get, she has lost her reputation. I don't know why she feel like that is going to protect her. But it was a very, very wrong move from someone like Simi.
Okay, let's examine the impact of false rape allegations on the victims. In what ways, in what practical ways do you think it actually affects, people who have been accused, wrongly accused of rape? How do you think it affects them?
First of all, their mental health. It affects their mental health because your phone now, take a look at this now. The media houses, let me use the newspapers, for example. There's a case, a rape case. You check their headlines, on their front cover is written in bold letters. You get, on their front covers, written in bold letters. Now, when the truth is out, you will see that news in page 10, written in small letters, no longer in capitals. You get. Now, let's come to social media.
In other words, the damage has been done.
The damage has been done and can't be undone.
Okay.
Let's come to social media now. Your phone, your laptop, your computer is something that you take everywhere with you. It goes to your bedroom, you're in Canada, you're in any country, is with you. You get, imagine opening your phone now and let me say you're on X, you just open your X app, your Twitter app, and the first thing you start seeing your face, your name, your pictures everywhere as the accused. Your mental health is affecting your mental health. It affects your sociality with others. Now you want to be alone. It leads to depression. In most cases, it leads to suicide. Because you can't stand the ground. Going somewhere now, everywhere, like that guy.
So there's a stigma.
There's a stigma that moves along with it. Like I said now, no company
would want to associate
with someone like that, that has that stigma, that tag to his name. Family self, some family self, they might not want to be with you anymore.
Because you've brought
shame to the family.
Okay.
You understand? There's a lot of insults that goes with it. Even if finally that you are being cleared, your name is cleared, the words are already there already. They have been said already.
All right. Just a quick one. What should the legal system do? Because I think the legal system is not balanced enough.
It's not balanced enough.
There's this vigor with which the law goes after the accused.
Okay.
Right? Especially when a lady cries out and cries out about being raped or being assaulted. The law doesn't take it lightly. But it seems like when it is discovered that such allegations were false, the energy isn't the same. So why is it so?
I just feel it's the system of the country, because according to the constitution, it's actually in the law. You understand that a rapist should be judged accordingly. You understand? Then someone that falsely accused another person should also be judged. There's a fine for it.
Do you think a fine is enough? Because some persons have been advocating lately, especially with with recent developments, that the same penalty that goes to rapists should also go to false salamists.
Yeah, that's why most people are getting it wrong. I won't say I'm not in support of that.
Okay.
I'm totally in support of that, you understand? But take a look at it this way now. You say, let's say, death sentence, immediate death sentence to a rapist. That's the law, that's what the law says, immediate death sentence to a rapist. And immediate death sentence to someone that lied.
Okay.
You get? Now, take a look at those people that were actually raped, but they don't have enough evidence to prove that they have been raped. What are you going to say about that?
Well, that is the more reason, people should gather enough evidence before making such a grave allegation, don't you think?
Yes, gather enough evidence. But what if you don't have enough evidence to gather now? Should the person just keep quiet? Because I don't have enough evidence to prove that I was actually raped.
Well, in all honesty, before you get to, I think there are layers to this thing, there are levels to this thing. You could speak to someone. For example, there are, family members, friends that you could speak to. But before you take it to a court of competent jurisdiction, then you must have your evidence. You see, the court of law is a different ballgame entirely.
Yes.
You understand? So what I'm asking is it proper that people who come out to lie against others, over rape allegations are let off the hook while the rapists themselves are prosecuted?
I won't agree they should be let off the hook. They should be punished.
Okay, but you're saying that the sentence or the punishment should be lesser?
Yes, it should be lesser. It should be considerable, so that not to keep the real victims
not to discourage
quiet.
Okay.
You understand? Not to keep the real victims quiet. You understand? But at least, okay, now the victim now, like according to the VAPP Acts, I've actually forgotten the full name for that acronym. Is actually the Constitution. The fine to a falsely accused someone that lied is actually, I think, 6 months in jail. Just for lying that someone raped you. 6 months in jail, or you pay a sum of 300, 500,000. You get? That should be fair enough.
You think so?
Yes, it should be fair enough, because now, you that don't have any money, you are coming out to lie, or you are thinking of it now that you are going to serve a 6J term. Okay. You think twice before you come out to lie. Because you are coming out to lie now, definitely you have no little evidence, or even if you have enough evidence, proper interrogation will prove that you are definitely lying.
Okay.
You get? So now the laws should be taken accordingly. Like our system now, like I said this earlier, the system is actually corrupt.
Okay.
The person can just bring something, 1 or 2 things, then the case will just die down there. So it's very wrong. I think the law there, the 6 months jail term, is actually okay.
It's fair enough.
It's fair enough.
Okay.
But they should be effective.
It should
not just be in writing.
It shouldn't just be on paper.
It shouldn't just be on paper. It should be effective.
All right. As we begin to wrap up now, what's your parting word? What's your word of advice, to young men out there who have been, of course, it's a very broad subject, because there's also a category of guys who were molested, sexually molested as children, right?
Yeah.
But that's a different ballgame entirely. It's a different conversation entirely. But what's your advice for young men who have been falsely accused of rape at one point in time or the other, as we begin to wrap up?
My advice for them out there is that they shouldn't just take things to heart like that. The deed has been done already. I know in most cases, most guys will want to commit suicide or even take revenge on the girl. You understand? They should just take, at least they should I say they should accept their fate, because it has already been done. Let me not say they should accept their fate. You get?
I don't think they should accept their fate. They should speak up.
They should speak
up.
The
same way rape victims should speak up.
Definitely they are going to speak up. You understand? Yeah. Definitely they are going to speak up. But the law is the law that should take the drastic move.
Okay.
The law, because now those people now, they don't have anything to do. If you tell them that they should not take revenge, they'll just sit there. The blame has already been on them. It's the law that should take the drastic move.
Okay, so your advice actually goes to the law.
The law, yes, the government. Anybody that is stigmatizing them should be punished. The person that accused them should be punished.
Okay. All right, thank you so much, Emmanuel Walter, for your amazing contribution. I actually do wish we had more time, but of course, time is never our friend on this program. But a very big thank you, for taking out time to be with me on the Guys Hangout show tonight. Well, you've heard from the horse's mouth. The legal system ought to be strengthened. That's the only way, all of these will come to an end. Rape is just as bad as false rape allegations. So neither of them is better than the other. Okay? Please, you don't have to rape anyone. You don't have to rape anyone. Sex or intimacy should be based on consent. If she says no, let it be no. Walk away. Okay? And then do not use rape or rape allegation as a weapon to get back at someone. If you don't like someone or if somebody offended you in any way, look for ways to settle scores with that person rather than using rape as, a weapon, because there are serious consequences. Well, it's been an amazing show tonight, and I want to say a very big thank you to each and every single one of you out there. My name is Harry Aigboje, and until I come your way again, same time, same station next week, do the right thing, stay out of trouble, and good night.
ITV, certainly the best.
Etorado, Etoni Kere Kuyoko. Omi Abanika.
ITV, certainly the best.
ITV, certainly the best.
Survey. We are currently in the market to get to know the effect of the new fuel price on goods, if the traders are adapting well with the new fuel price or if it have affected trade here in the market. So come with me as we get to know the effect on the current price of fuel on the traders and on the goods and services they sell. I am Stephanie Notoriwa.
In recent times, Nigerians have continued to grapple with the steady increase in the price of fuel, a development that is gradually affecting every aspect of daily life. From transportation to the cost of basic goods and services, the impact is being felt across market and households. For traders, the rising cost of moving goods from one place to another has become a major challenge, forcing many to adjust their prices just to stay in business. Buyers are not left out, as many now struggle to afford items that were once considered basic necessity. On this edition of Market Survey, we'll take a closer look at how the increase in fuel price is affecting traders, the price of goods, and the general cost of living.
The current price of fuel, they affect your business?
The current price of fuel, they affect this business well. In the initial time before, when fuel come down, we dey carry one bag 500, 700. But now one bag now 1,000 naira. So they affect the fuel. Even the drivers, they go affect market people when they say Gary give us. Then who they say the Gary to go see affect us. So we want federal government to please reduce the fuel price for us, so that everybody will meet up to everybody's needs. That is what we want the federal government to do for us.
So if you want me to reduce, and like how much you say me that they sell fuel for 1 liter?
According to Nigeria's situation, if you reduce that to like 800, 700, or even 500, so that everything will go well for everybody. As they say, it's not easy for the country, but we just manage and they go.
Fuel price is affecting everybody. You cannot buy anything from the market. Rice don't go up. Even from here to a gallon now 400. We did carry 200 before. Now 400. POS now when I see the money they do. If you tell us 10,000 or 300 naira, they'll tell you no, now 200, now 100 naira. They're not agree pay charges. Everything too hard for this country. If they won't help us, when they help us, they don't help us, when they tell us.
So if they want reduce fuel, now like how much if you say they feel they sell?
When they carry the fuel coin, if they put out for even that 1,000 naira self is too much, because people when they drive bus, they get family, they get things to do. The expensive stuff for this country, 900 is okay. I beg. When they help us, when they put up on 900, if at all we see the man and say okay 900. If you see best small fuel now, and then they load the fuel pipe. I that fuel of 1,400. You know over there from a ring road, reach a look, it don't finish. Why now? Me when they vote again, look my face where I know they vote. Because you vote, you not vote, they go put the open for there. They know they vote. Because everybody now stay your ass. If I be president of this country, I don't need me to vote for me more rest. Man, I put me for them in a room. I don't vote, I don't get voter's card. I go throw it up inside toilet.
Well, you think if they reduce fuel, everything go come down?
If they reduce fuel, it go better small. At least now, pure water now with the buy 300 naira, now 200 naira. At least it go come down. People when they say pure water, when they say 400, 300, was it a buy a pure water 300, I was see the passion they go for at all. Rest go come down, everything go come down. If I smell, I go they smell. Then they do dash money again. Before that year, if you go message, they'll dash you 100 naira. You know they. hey, that person money again. So I bet when they see the reason with us.
This okra, what they say so. I found a buyer before 4,000. I go market today now. No, the week now. 12,000, 14, 15, 16. And the motor why I go before now 500 they go no be 700 come back. What is they are?
This fuel price now we don't increase, they affect your market?
They affect my market well, not be small, they affect us well. You see now, before we buy this okra for 4,000. Now we don't buy okra for 15,000. Every week we tell the town say, why not put up for 50,000, 60,000, they will tell us say the motor the money when they tell the carrier they come for where they sell and say the money is too much. And before when we want share this okra, the okra say who buy 500, we will still reach the stay cook.
This fuel price now we say don't increase. How it they affect your business?
My sister, excess. They affect mostly me. Oh, they affect me. Now they tell my neighbor say, fuel I buy yesterday 8,000 don't finish. I don't say
so now tomatoes where they carry, the tomatoes where they carry now they affect the price where they carry before.
We they buy tomatoes 25. Yesterday I buy 65,000. 65. Pepper where would they buy 25? It's now 50. So I beg, make them help us.
They won't reduce the fuel. Now how much if you say go they'll sell away, be everybody go enjoy.
Make they reduce them to 500 because the poor they cry, we they suffer. No markets. We no fit feed. We no fit pay us rent. I beg. You know, not say the country now no lights. Now the fuel we take they manage our life. I beg.
This fuel they don't increase, now they affect your business.
Over-affect, it not be small. They affect us. Where would they pay 200 and 500? That would they pay. The thing it not be small thing. You don't turn the market upside down. Where till you go buy, before you go buy something, now you receive the transport, you come weak. Everything can increase. Fish not the let buy. Akabu not the let buy. You see sugar, you see granite. If you want to talk now, they say fuel. They'll talk now, they'll say fuel. So the thing get as it be, may government may still help the poor. May of CC leg take run, meet our mates. Now that one I get to talk, may they beg government.
So if they won't reduce the price of fuel now, how much if you say the office sell and maybe say everybody go fee benefits, go enjoy it?
If the fee sell it at like 700, my myself, they make the son of 500. Because no light. If you want 100, now fuel. Light not there. Now they cost I want pop water now like 3 days now we not see light take pop water. Now fuel now we use. If you buy 5,000 fuel, you know the reach us the pop a tank full.
The fuel price now they say now they don't increase fuel. How did it they affect on our business?
As the fuel increase now, it affect our business. Why? Before we used to pay each cow from like Udul market to Bini, we used to pay like 45, 48, also 50,000. But now we are almost pay 80, 85, and 90. So when the market increase, when the cow increase, so the movement of our market is also increase. Why is that? Very soon now we are about to, before we are quoting meat 500, 1,000 and also 200. But why? Because of the market cost now. We are unable to know wanted to quote 200 anymore. Why? Because of the fuel. But when the fuel goes down now, the price of the cow will go down. But when the fuel increase, the price of the cow increase. But the meat before, the meat now we quote 300, 200 now. We are about to stop it now. We don't want to sell any 200 and 3. Now we are about to, we are wanted to get that way so that we're not supposed to quote 200 naira meat and also 300. But we can quote only from 500, 1,000 and above because of the fuel increase. Why? Before the transfer from Adamawa to here, before we used to pay 80. But now as fuel increase, now we pay each cow 130,000 naira. Why from Adamawa to Bini? But when the cow increase the price, That is normal. The meat must add the price. Like before, we are selling 1 lap for here, 1 lap for car complete. We are selling it 250, 280, and also 300. But now, if you not sell a reach 350, 400, that means we cannot see any profit about it. And the assorted, the complete assorted before we are selling on the slaughter at the red price at the 120, 130. Now we are selling about 150, 160. Also like the full of the 8, what would they sell? Before 80, 90, you don't get full completed. But why? Because of all those things now. If you not sell that complete, 120, 130, your money will not complete. So all the market now, some people now that try to stop sale because they don't tire. You can go north, buy car, carry and come transport. All the way, each one can now. You cannot get 20 or 30,000 naira. Some people they will bring and lose because of say the transport. But when the transport reduce, at least when the transport, at least before we are paying 35, even 40 for each one car. So when you don't calculate, for example, you buy car 1 million, you come put transport now 40,000 naira. Put expenses, both the food and the water you go drink 10,000 naira. So when you sell maybe 1.1, you don't get like 50,000. We are unable to sell, get your money, and went to market and buy another one. But all because of those things now, so people will bring and spend all these expenses now, and at the end of the day, they will lose. So many people have stopped. Anyone that you see on this race now is very stronger person. Is the person that will not, is the person that is stay for the business and you know they fear the business. But some people are unable to stop.
So like now,
more you people help us tell government. Men and tell say the fuel now, the increase of the fuel now, and they increase every traders, now they increase every investor. So now when the fuel now address government, when the fuel now come down, for example now let fuel 500 naira. When they are selling fuel 500 naira now, so each one car where they carry from north like Kano, Adamawa, Meduguri, and also Barrier Net Place now. All the calculation they pass 40, 45. But now each transport now they pay off to 100 and above. So how can we meet up? So we address you people now to explain to the government, please, make the fuel come down.
the fuel business, the fuel increase, where the money where they have for fuel, I say they affect business.
Sister, you know they easy, the easiest to us, because before we carry car is 20,000, 30,000, now it's going to 100,000. So they affect our business very well. I mean, money help us to take government to carry the fuel come down so that market go, they good to us, to everybody. But now, you know they easy, I swear.
So like how much if you say me that they sell fuel now for 1 liter?
Like 500 naira go they okay so that things go see come down some more, so that we fit continue life.
So now as it be like this, so customer they get customer they buy, they patronize.
Sister, some complain too much. They complain well. Customer will go cut meat 200. They will begin the shout, say IB. Would they be to try to increase than 500 because why? The thing's too hard. The market too hard. So now 500 they want the cut meat now. I beg, wanna help us tell government to carry the fuel down so that everything go good to us. I beg. Now my message to now.
And now when we say they don't increase fuel like this, it affects your market where you say.
Yeah. This market before now, you buy this one like 75,000. By now, because of only this reason, the cost, fuel down cost, I buy this one like 100,000 with 95. By now, and there is a surprise because of this market then change. Some people you don't buy market for my hand because of fuel down cost. If you touch a customer, I say fuel down cost, no, say market by now because of only fuel is the cost. We not say market by now. It says small market. Last time you go, I buy. Last 2 weeks ago, I buy this one. Like 1 bag, I be 1 bag and the half bag. By now I say only half bag with the half bag and the quarter bag. Because of the fuel, the cost is the problem for my market. By now, all this reason.
So how much if you say make government they put fuel price now? We say it go there. Maybe say everybody go fit buy them.
By now I say government they talk for this matter. I need for my might. I say only I buy this one. Before I say this one like this cabbage. I say like 700, 500, small. By now, big one I sell this one like 1,000 because of market down changer, down or price is increase, maybe decrease now increase.
So if they say me you talk like how much you want me they sell fuel now for 1 liter, how much you see want me they sell fuel?
Before now I buy liter like 900 with something that. By now I buy liter. Some people they sell liter 13, 16, 14, 15. Only
how much you want me to sell and make come down? How much you want me to come down?
Like 300, 350, 500 with something that is good.
How the market?
Fine, everywhere good.
So now we say they don't increase fuel. It affect your market.
You say now we say
they don't increase fuel. Now we say fuel don't high. It affects your market. What you say?
It affects every market. Because even to everything we do now, everything don't increase. So me, I know they happy. But based on say Nigeria no balance, I they take a small. Maybe like say person go thief or do one or two another. Everything don't increase. Me, I know they happy.
So how much you feel say if the fuel will come down? How much you feel say they supposed to sell them?
Pure water.
No fuel.
They're supposed to Nigeria are supposed to sell for at least maybe I say too low. For one this offer 1,000 for it too high. And which is if you want to go something like now this will look to ring road, they will say bring someone there which is not good. And no, if you want if you don't get that kind of money, that means you go stress your life. Not good. And the gay hype it's me, I don't like it. They make people the verse. I don't like it.
So how much do they sell pure water now? How many pure water be your general?
Now pure water now 200 now based on our custom where they go they sell them back if I so we they sell them 200 naira. So
how much does they carry bag?
A bag of water na 500 naira.
The increase in fuel price continued to have a ripple effect on the economy, with both traders and consumers feeling the strain. As transportation costs rise, so do the prices of goods, making it more difficult for many Nigerians to meet their daily needs. For traders, survival now means adjusting to harsh realities, while for consumers, it often means cutting down on expenses. With no immediate relief in sight, many are left hoping for solutions that will ease the burden and bring stability to the market. Only time will tell how long Nigerians can cope with the growing impact of rising fuel costs on everyday life.
We've come to the end of today's edition on Market Survey, and generally you could tell that the new fuel price is affecting traders and the goods that they sell, because currently they're having low turnout of consumers and low patronage due to the current fuel price that has increased the goods that they sell, the price of goods that they sell. So yes, and generally they've appealed to the government to at least reduce the fuel price to 500 naira per liter. That way it could at least be favorable to the marketers and also the consumers. And that's the end of today's edition on Market Survey. I am Stephanie Notoriua. Thank you so much for staying tuned.
ITV, certainly the best. ITV,
ITV, certainly the best.
The threat of global warming is real. You have seen the destruction of lives and property as a result of incessant flooding. Make the environment a conducive place for all to live in. Stop polluting the environment. Protect the environment today. This message is brought to you courtesy Independent Television and Radio.
In the evening of the initiation day, all the newly initiated Edion danced to the residents of the Odion Way and also visited some homes of the various senior elders, where Chief Elder Ogbedo Onwonse was very conspicuous, especially at the country home of Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawo Igbenedion with his family on the night of the initiation. On the following morning, as part of the rite to be performed by the newly initiated Edion in Okada town, the initiates, led by Chief Elder Ogbedo Onwonse, visited the Esama of Benin, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawo Igbenedion, at his Okada country home residence to pay homage and appreciate him for all he has done in the development of the community, which has placed Okada in world map. They also thanked him for his role in the success of their ceremony. They commended the Esama of Benin as a custodian of Benin cultural heritage and for revitalizing the age-long tradition of the age-grade ceremony.
Welcome to Youth Perspective, an independent television. I am Joy Obaisiagbon, your host on this special program. You know how we do it here. We look at societal matters from the youth perspective. And today we are talking spirituality. You know, Easter celebration just passed. This is the month of sober reflection. We need to check our character. We need to, connect back to the faith if we have actually, step back a bit. And like I said, our topic today is on spirituality. Actually, spirituality, navigating spirituality amidst life challenges. And today I will be doing this conversation with my guest, Pastor Great Okonewa. He has been here before. Thank you so much for being here again.
Thank you for having me, and welcome my viewers.
Yeah, thank you. Happy Easter in arrears. Thank you very much. So moving on, Pastor Great.
Yeah.
How do you think faith influences one's decision, especially in relationship, workplace, and all of that?
Yeah, faith. By the word faith, you mean your belief system.
Yes.
Right. So, one's belief system actually shapes your mindset, shapes your character, and by character I mean the way you relate with your fellow human being. Your faith is both vertical and horizontal. Okay, so if what you believe in, that's the vertical part, and the horizontal is how that belief influences the way you relate with your neighbor, with your fellow human being. Okay, so if you believe in Christ, for example, you follow his teachings, and his teachings, his lifestyle shapes the way you relate with people. Like Jesus said, do unto others as you will have them do unto you. That's the golden rule. That's a rule that has actually been accepted across religious lines. All religions, I think. I'm not sure there's any religion, I'm not aware of any religion that will say they don't want people to treat them right. And then Christ says, do unto others as you have them do unto you. That's why I always believe that Christ is not a religious person. He didn't come to establish a religion. Jesus is not a Christian. That's it. And he's not a Muslim either. He's not a religious person. Religion is a creation of man. Religion is more of politics. It's a creation of man, a set of rules to guide people and so make them think in certain direction. Okay, the Greek word for religion is religare. Religare means to bind back, to tie something. And really, religion has actually tied the minds of many people. When you see people behave in a certain way, you begin to wonder whether they even think at all. Okay, so, but I want to take faith beyond religion. Because whether you are religious or not religious, you have faith in something. You certainly have faith in something. Man was created to have faith in a higher being. Whatever that higher being is to you is your faith. So whatever that higher being tells you to do, or the leadership or the teachings of that deity or the higher being shapes your behavior and shapes the way you relate with other people, certainly.
Okay, moving forward, I wouldn't want to stress when you talked about religion that Jesus was not a Christian, and you also said that rules and regulation, put together by men. But do you not think that if there are no rules and regulation, people will not actually, practice their faith in Christ very, very perfectly? We know nobody is perfect, actually, like at least to an extent.
Yeah, rules are good. Rules are not bad if the rules are created honestly, not with hidden agenda. It was the philosopher Marcus Cicero that said that anyone can be a good leader if greed and self doesn't get in the way. All right. So if those rules are honestly made for humans to be able to relate with their maker, relate with their creator, they are very fine and good. And it helps you too to relate with your fellow human beings. So we need rules, certainly. We need rules. But the rules shouldn't limit the reasoning of man. God gave us this mind to think. So if you have rules, the rules shouldn't limit your reasoning. You should be able to think out of the box. People should be allowed to think freely within the parameters, of course, of certain standards. You don't have to be absolute in your thinking. It doesn't mean that you can just take cutlass and kill somebody and say, boy, I thought I'm free to think anything. No, that's not what I'm talking about. There are standards. I mean, there are some irreducible minimum, okay, that you can go. But I think that the rules are not bad in themselves. But people can manipulate the rules to subjugate other people and limit their thinking. For example, somebody comes to you and tell you that buy my sticker that has my picture, all right? Place it on your car, your house, your store. Nothing happens to you if you place it there. No armed robber comes to your house. No, nothing will happen to you. You are safe. But I that has the picture on that sticker, I go about with about 5, 10 policemen or security guards with guns protecting me. So if my picture can protect you, why do I need security guards to protect me? So if you tell me that, I'm going to think. I can't be deceived to that extent. I'm going to think. I say, no, I don't believe what you're saying. I believe in Christ, but this one you're saying, I'm not sure Christ will say this.
Okay,
so
people have the liberty to think outside the box.
Yeah.
Do you think that contradicts the Bible?
No, it doesn't. God gave us the mind to think.
Because the Bible is the set rules and regulation for Christians. It actually helps us to shape our love for Christ, our faith in God, and all of that. So if we are given that liberty, like you said, to think outside of the box, so it means there are a lot of things in the Bible that should be, when
you say the Bible is a set of rules.
No, what I would like you to know, there are set down rules and regulations, especially the book of Proverbs, right? Gives us a lot of, and also there's always there's also a commandment that says, thou shalt. So that's like a rule.
Yeah, those are rules, okay? But I will also tell you that before those rules were made, like the 10 Commandments, for example, before God gave Moses the 10 Commandments, those commandments were already written in the conscience of man. Yeah, look at it very well. Those 10 Commandments, I'm not sure there's anyone there that was not already in the conscience of man.
So it just needed to be established.
Yeah, it needed to be established because even man was not able to follow the rules, even the dictate of his conscience. That's why Christ came, to give us the power to be able to follow. Because thou shalt not kill. Do I really need somebody to tell me that killing is bad?
Yeah.
I don't need rules to tell me that to kill another person is bad. The conscience is there. Even before the Bible came, our forefathers, there's no society that celebrates one killing another. There's no society that celebrates a man sleeping with another man's wife. You understand? They are all there. Thou shalt not bear false witness against your neighbor. Even your conscience will tell you that. You understand? So these rules are not really, they are rules made, they were more like codified, but they were already in us. And that's why God said, a time will come when they will not need these written laws, that my laws will be written in their heart. And that time is where we are right now. So I think we should take the issue of faith, the issue of our relationship with God beyond the letters, beyond religion. Because religion really emphasizes on rules, but walking with Christ emphasizes more on love, on freedom to think. That's why Jesus said, when they came to Jesus and said, what is the greatest commandment? What did he say? He reduced it to one word, and that word is love. What is the greatest commandment? He said, first, love the Lord your God with all your heart, your strength, and your mind. And the second one that follows is love your neighbor as yourself. And if you bring it closer further, it's love. Okay, so there are not too many rules really, because if you love God, you are not going to worship another God. If you love God, you're not going to take his name for granted. That covers the first 4 commandments. And the remaining 6 is about the horizontal relationship with your neighbor. If you love your neighbor, you're not going to steal from him. You're not going to, take his wife. You're not going to, things like that. So these are very, very simple. But religion makes it look difficult to serve God.
Talking about love and priority. Yeah. Nowadays, a lot of us are in the corporate space.
Yeah.
And we just try as much as we can to be very careful when it comes to, practicing religion. Let me not use the word religion, practicing our faith and loving God, spirituality and all of that. And having to, tolerate, because there's, whether you like it or not, there's always someone on a standby to piss you off. Sure. Right? So as a youth, as a young adult, working, doing life, your business and all of that, even having to enter public transport and all of that, even though you are mobile, someone is always on a standby to offend you. So, life challenges and struggles and all of that. How do you navigate spirituality, talking about priority? How do you prioritize your faith and your spirituality?
Okay, it's a very, very good question. First of all, I would like to bring our minds to what happened in the Garden of Gethsemane. Easter just passed. So we can look at what happened, what Jesus did, what happened, what transpired at the Garden of Gethsemane. Now, Jesus was about to be crucified. And before he got to the Garden of Gethsemane, we never knew that he had some element of self in him. Okay? When we say Jesus, Jesus, but he was man and God at the same time. He was so perfect, but we didn't know that there was that element of self. Because you really don't know who you are until your hour of death. Yeah, somebody said that what you become on your hour or the moment of death is the person you should have been. God is one.
Oh.
Yeah, because that's the moment of truth. That's the moment of reality. You can't
become humble.
Yeah, you can't really pretend at that moment. Your reality comes out. So at that moment, Jesus was facing death. Not just death, but suffering and humiliation and all of that. And he said, self came in, the element of self there. Like me going through all of these things. Like how, I mean, it was excruciating. It was so humiliating. He was naked on the cross. All right? Because even the underwear was being taken by the soldiers.
Imagine a pastor and then your followers see you naked.
It was too much to take.
Yeah.
So he said, Father, is there any way we can go about this? Let's renegotiate the whole thing. Can we not find another way to save humanity? Must I die? Must I do this? But then he quickly realized himself and he said, not my will, but your will be done. At that moment, that was when man won. That was when man defeated the devil. That was when Jesus died. Because from that moment, the Bible says he never opened his mouth anymore. Because this time, when you give yourself away, you are like someone who has died. You no longer care about anything. All right. So now he gave himself away, and God helped him. Angels came, strengthened him, and he prayed more earnestly. And he was able to face the humiliation and all of that happened, the embarrassment, the slap, the insult. Why was he able to face all of that? Because he was no longer putting himself first. It was no longer about him. Now, bringing this to our daily lives, office work, even in leadership, if you have this mind that it's not about me, okay, it's about, carrying out the job I was employed to do. It's about satisfying my employer. It's about, getting a maximum result. No matter other offenses that may come, you don't get distracted by that. Because it's not about you. You just put yourself away.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's not easy. I must confess. It's not easy. At some point, you might lose it. Because you are a human being. You are in flesh. You have flesh and blood.
But you should be like Jesus in the chorus.
You have flesh and blood. But then, sometimes, even if you have power or you have the power to do certain things, you can just decide to put it away. Because the greatest virtue that Jesus demonstrated on the cross, what that he demonstrated all through his lifetime on earth, it was not about feeding the 5,000 people or healing the sick and all that. The greatest virtue that Jesus demonstrated was his refusal to come down from the cross, even when he had the power to do so. He had the power to come down from the cross. He had the power to call the angels and they will fight for him and all of that. So even when he said, whom are you looking for? They said, Jesus. He said, I am the one. They fell on the ground. So he could have, but he chose to remain there because of his love for humanity and his submission to the Father. So if we have that mindset, because every day we are in a process of becoming, we are working towards perfection. No one is perfect yet. Yes, sometimes you may lose it at some point, but don't give up on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. You will get better. All right. So if people offend you, as long as you are able to do what you have to do, and satisfy your employer, you go ahead. But at some point, if you have to, because there are some people that are like goats, you need to beat a goat in order for the goat to learn
perform.
Yeah. So if it comes to that point that you know that you need to, this one needs a whip to fall in line, then you can do that. Jesus got angry at some point as well. He got to the synagogue. He made people selling. He turned it to a marketplace, and he got angry. He picked up a whip and he whipped people, flogged them. So sometimes it can happen. But as long as it is not about your personal, the difference between Jesus getting angry and flogging people and the way some of us do it is that Jesus was angry not about himself. His anger was not about self. It was about his father's house.
Of course.
Zeal for his father's house. Why are you turning my father's house or something else?
Yeah, priority.
Priority. So you prioritize, don't prioritize yourself. Put yourself first. Your name is Joy, right? Yeah, somebody tried to use Joy as an acronym. I said Jesus first, others next, and yourself last. J-O-Y. So when you put yourself last, you always be a very happy person. Because even when they try to make you angry, you don't even get angry because you are like a dead man. A dead man doesn't get angry. The Bible says, except a grain of wheat fall down and die, it abides alone. If it dies, it yields more fruit. So if you consider yourself as dead to self, when we have good leaders in this country, when we have leaders who are dead.
All right, a lot of wisdom from Pastor Great. We're going to take a very short break, and then when we come back, we'll continue the conversation. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back. If you are just joining us, this is Youth Perspective on Independent Television. And over here, we've been having a conversation on spirituality. Yes. Yeah, spirituality. Sober reflection. Having to prioritize yourself, your spirituality, and love God. According to my guest here, he said, put people first and put yourself last. Right? If I'm getting you very correctly. All right. So moving forward, Pastor Great, this question is a little bit personal. Yeah. So tell us, have you ever felt like giving up on your faith during tough times, and what helped you persevere?
Yeah. Giving up, having tough time, yes. I've had tough times, but giving up on my faith, I've never really thought of it. Yes, I've never thought of it. The reason is because, it's not because I'm perfect or anything, but the reason is because when I gave my life to Christ, I chose to serve God. I burned the bridges behind. I didn't leave any option of going back. Or if this one doesn't work, I will try this. I've never, ever, ever thought of it. Okay, but what have helped me is because what Paul said when he said, "What shall separate us from the love of Christ? Shall tribulation, shall famine, or whatever? Nothing in this world, nothing in the world to come, nothing in heaven, nothing on earth can separate me from the love of Christ." So, Paul said something. He said that it's no longer I that liveth, but Christ liveth in me. Okay, in other words, I'm not the one living, but Christ lives in me. When somebody talk about deny God or deny Christ, I always tell them, not me, because Christ cannot deny himself. I believe that the old me died. So the one in me is Christ. So, but for those who might be struggling with that, because I understand that people go through that. At some point you want to give up, at some point you get angry with God. sometimes too. You get angry with God. Say, God, but I'm serving you. I'm doing everything. Why are things still like that? So if you get to that point, all you need to do is you need to take it easy on yourself. You are going through a process. We are all on a journey of becoming. We remember that the Bible says when you go through the fire, I will be with you in the fire. When you go through the water, it will not overflow you. Just understand that God is not far away from you at that moment. God does not hate you. God does not forget his own. He does not hate you. Even when things are not going well, he's still God. And his love for you has not changed. It has never changed. The Bible says, all things work together for good to them that love the Lord. So just believe that. You don't need to understand it. The reason why many of us give up sometimes is because we're trying to understand God. You don't have to understand God because you can never understand God. Just trust the process. Trust him. You don't have to understand him. Even when there are gallops, just trust him. When we are, flying, on air, and sometimes the plane gallops, we still trust that the pilot is there, so we'll get to where we're going. So, you may panic a little bit, but trust the process. It will take you there.
You mentioned something in between that, what you were saying. It's quite difficult sometimes to trust God, right?
Yeah, sometimes in a very difficult time, it is difficult to trust God. It takes a lot of faith.
Yeah, especially for youth, young adults, and then you see yourself, especially in a place like Nigeria, right? You're earning minimum wage. Now tell me, what is a minimum wage even going to do for a person nowadays? You get so how it's just a lot.
I think one of what I would just say to that is that you bring yourself to a point where you don't seek validation from things. You don't seek your words from your possession. Even Jesus said it. He said, a man's life does not consist in the abundance of things he possesses. All right. So do not look at yourself, do not rate yourself based on your pockets or your bank account. Whether you have it in abundance or you don't have it at all, you are worth more than that. So when you understand it from this point of view, you will not be too hard on yourself. Because I've even heard of people, believers, who commit suicide. Some even pastors, some commit suicide. Why? Because they just couldn't take it anymore.
So in situations like this, sorry to cut you short, I had to. In situations like this, words of encouragement is not really enough.
Just
practical things that you think people can actually do to go through that phase, because honestly speaking, I believe it's a phase.
It's a phase,
yeah, it is a phase. So as a person that has been in the faith, what are practical things do you think that people can actually do to go through this phase?
Yeah, what I would just say is that first of all, just be calm. Be calm. That's it.
Well, calm is not going to give you food, and
yes. No, why you should be calm is that, and have a kind of mindset, because the way you can, there's no practical. I can tell you now, okay, when you have that, go out and work. They are working, and they don't get it. It's not that they are lazy. Okay, if you have something like that, go and do this. No, what you need to do is that it's about your mindset. Have a kind of mindset. There's a kind of mindset you will have that will help you navigate through life. It's about your mind. The Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. So if you have this mindset that God do not owe me anything, but I owe him everything. Even if he kills me, like Job said, even if he slay me, yet will I trust in him. So even if I don't survive it, I'm a child of God, and I'm a child of God, and that is what I know. So every other thing that comes, when it comes, it comes. If it doesn't come, I still don't have any particular, I don't have to take it personal. Just like I said before, a dead man does not really care what happens to him. So when you have that kind of mindset, you'll be able to overcome it. In fact, the devil will fear you, because there's nothing they will do to you that will make you react.
All right, I hope that this our analysis today has been able to help us to an extent see how we can navigate life challenges for those of us that want to enjoy and also keep our faith and be loving and, be very, very committed in church and serving God and all of that. I hope this has been able to, to an extent help us. And with this, we are going to be rounding up today's episode on Youth Perspective. Until next week, I am Joy Obai Siagbon. Thanks for watching.
ITV, certainly the best.
Onwa is rich in culture and traditions. The people are a mixture of traditional worshippers, Muslims and Christians. Onwa is located at the northern part of Edo State. It consists of 2 local government areas, that is Onwa West and Onwa East. It has a total number of 13 clans and 21 political wards, according to National Population Commission 2006 census. The population of Onwa people is put together at 251,686. The people love tradition and culture. Historically, the people ancestors in deep quest to hand down on their future children a society of love and friendship.
The Ugewe is the final ceremony of the series of festivals. It is one of peace and lightheartedness, following the more solemn of the ritual year. Ugewe is the festival of the Ewe leaves, a symbol of good luck and joy. It is the most popular of all that heralds the dawn of a Benin New Year, new vow, newness of life and freshness of life, and a new hope for the future. In the evening, The Ewe leaves are presented to the Oba of Benin in grand style in a colorful ceremony. The Ihogbe Society, amidst singing and dancing, bring the sacred leaves that symbolize good luck, blessings, peace, and prosperity. Each of the senior members of the Ihogbe proceeds to give the sacred leaves directly to the Oba of Benin, and others put theirs at his feet.